This video is about hyperbola. Hyperbola is the locus of points, difference of whose distance from two fixed points is constant. The two fixed points are called foci. In other words, any points on the hyperbola, the distance to this focus, we see this is D1. Then to this focus, we call this is D2. Then D2 minus D1 equals constant. Basically equals 2a. Now let's learn some terminology from hyperbola. For the center, that's HK. The distance between vertex and the center we label as A. And call this axis that's the transverse axis. We have the other axis called conjugate axis. Then the distance from here to here, that's B. The focus will locate on transverse axis. And from center to focus, that will be C. And C equals, from the graph, we know C greater than A. Therefore, C equals square root A squared plus B squared. For hyperbola, we do have two asymptote lines. Now let's sketch a graph. First of all, whenever you have a hyperbola equation, you will check it's a horizontal or it's a vertical. Where you have x squared minus y squared, that means horizontal. For this one, that's y squared minus x squared, means vertical. So you will get the A, do the square root for this. The A always the first term. In other words, A always in the medial end position. So medial end will be the key word for hyperbola. A could be greater than B or could be less than B. It doesn't matter. As long as it's in the medial end position, we call that A. Remember, for ellipse and hyperbola, all A, B, C must be followed by arrow. Since for this A, below x squared, therefore, it's a horizontal moving. And for B, since it's below y, therefore, it's a vertical. For this A, below y, that's why it's a vertical arrow. For this B, below x, that will be horizontal. Suppose this is HK. And move to the right A. I count, this is A. Then move left to A. This is A. Then go up B. Count, this is B. This is B. Label B. The next step, you got to draw a box. Rectangle box. And for this rectangle box, you need to draw diagonal line, two diagonal lines. Since this hyperbola is horizontal, so find the vertex. These two are vertex. Then sketch the graph like this. Your focus will be inside the curve. Suppose it's here. Suppose it's here. Then from center to the curve, that's a C. And a C equals square root A squared plus B squared. Now let's sketch this vertical hyperbola. We know this is a HK center. Then go up A, then down A. Label this is A. Horizontal B, do this is B. Label this is B. Then you draw the box. For this rectangle, you need to draw diagonal line that will be asymptote line. Since these hyperbola are vertical, therefore this will be vertex. We sketch the graph like this. Then we will find the focus. Focus inside the curve. Suppose this is the focus. The distance between center and this focus, that's C. C equals square root A squared plus B squared. Now let's sketch the graph according to that strategy. First of all, we know this is a y squared minus x squared. Means vertical hyperbola. We do square root of 4 equals 2. Square root of 9 equals 3. A is the median end. So A equals 3. Keywords for hyperbola is the median end. For the center, the number with the x, that's the h. This is a k. Both you have square means a liar. Therefore, I have 5, 3. So A equals 2 and B equals 3. Whenever you have A and B, show the arrow beside A. So A is 2. Since this is below y squared, therefore it's a vertical arrow. For B equals 3, below y squared, therefore that's horizontal. So I will write down A equals 2, B equals 3. Then C equals A squared plus B squared means square root of 2 squared plus 3 squared. That's square root of 13. For A, up and down. For B, horizontal. C always follow A. Therefore, vertical arrow. Then we sketch the graph. Find the center 5, 3 is here. Then go up 2, down 2. Then right 3, left 3. Then you need to draw a box using these 4 points. Then connect diagonal lines to find the asymptote line. Since this is a vertical hyperbola, this part will be the vertex. For hyperbola, we only have 2 vertices. Your graph must pass the vertices. Then we look for foci. Square root of 13, that's between 3 and 4. It will be here. Foci. That's all for hyperbola. For vertices, we calculate. We have 5, 3. Only check A. Since A is a vertical arrow, therefore they go to y coordinate. For foci, go to y coordinate because it's a vertical arrow. So I add, subtract square root of 13 to y coordinate. Then I calculate. I got 5, 5 because 3 plus 2. 5, 3 minus 2 is 1. Foci, you get the 5 and 3 plus or minus square root of 13. For asymptote line, we got to use point-slope form. Point-slope form linear function will be y minus y1 equals slope x minus x1. For the hyperbola, the asymptote line must pass the center hk. So I can write down y minus k equal to m x minus h. For the slope, one is positive, the other is negative. So I write down plus or minus. Rise over run. What's rise? You can look at the arrow. Up and down means rise. Horizontal means run. So your slope equals plus or minus 2 over 3. When you write down the equation of asymptote line, check over here. This one shows you y minus k and x minus h. So just use it. You got y minus 3 equals plus or minus 2 over 3 x minus 5. Look at number 5. This time we have x squared minus y squared. Therefore, it will be horizontal hyperbola. Then check A and B. Keywords is a minus n. That's A. So square root of 4 equals 2. This is A. Square root of 1 equals 1. That's a B. Then show the arrow to A and B. Since A is below x squared, therefore horizontal. B is below y squared, therefore it's vertical. For the center, this is H, here's K. So we get the 2, 3. A equals 2, B equals 1. C equals square root A squared plus B squared, which means square root of 5. Then show the arrow. A is horizontal, B is vertical. C follow A, therefore horizontal. Find the center 2, 3. It's here. Go right 2, left 2. Go up 1. Then you need to draw a box. For this rectangle box, draw asymptote line. That will be diagonal line. Check A. That's a horizontal. That means this graph is a horizontal. Or you can check here, x squared minus y squared, that's horizontal. So we sketch the graph from the vertex. For the focus, square root of 5 move to the right, square root of 5, left, square root of 5. Square root of 5 is 2 point something. Therefore, you get here, this is a F. This is F. Now we work out the vertices. I have 2, 3. Just check A. A is a horizontal arrow, means plus or minus 2 to the x coordinate. For foci, still you need to add or subtract to x coordinate. So vertices, you got the 4, 3, and 2 minus 2 is 0, 3. For foci, that will be 2 plus or minus square root of 5, 3. For asymptote line, you need to get the slope equals plus or minus. Rise over run, check the arrow for A and B. B is rise, A is run, so 1 over 2. Then go to use the equation here. Use point slope form. You got the y minus 3 equals plus or minus 1 over 2 x minus 2.